I thought I'd put a bit of a commentary at the end of this video. Mainly I did it just for fun, but I'm also responding to a specific YouTube video. I'll put the link for that in the notes below. But anyway, you've probably heard of the YouTuber Adam Neely. He does great videos about music. And this one is called Every Melody Has Been Copyrighted, and they're all on this hard drive. You can look it up, or the link is below. And Adam interviews Damien Reel and Noah Rubin about this procedure that they've created to allegedly recreate every possible melody. Adam goes into some depth about why that title isn't strictly accurate, because they've narrowed down the selection criteria so that they're not using every possible rhythm and only a small selection of the possible notes as well. But even so, it's a gigantic number of permutations. Now, I thought it was a fascinating video. I think it's a great idea if the idea is to spoof copyright, because there are real problems with the assessing a piece of music as if its identity is only the melody, or not even the melody, but the melodic pitch content. The word I'd use for that is reductionistic, because there's so much important musical material which has to be subtracted out in order for it to become a numeric thing. So copyright in this sense is sort of an absurd thing, and I think Damien and Noah are spoofing that. They're playing on the way that copyright is so reductionistic, and they're offering their own reductionistic response in order to demonstrate the problem with assessing things like this. But you could, I think, take the wrong impression from their video, and that would be if you thought that it meant that artists cannot create something new, or artists in particular can't create a new melody because they're all numerically accounted for. And that was my inspiration for going away and doing this little riff on Happy Birthday, because in my Happy Birthday it's the identical pitch content. I haven't changed anything about the note selection in the melody, and yet I think it's now a very different piece. I just played it to my son and he didn't recognize it, so for a first listen, for a casual listener, it's an entirely different piece of music. Having said that, I attempted to keep it recognizable. I wanted a casual listener to be able to pick out the melody of Happy Birthday, in spite of the fact that I've messed with it so much. One of the things that Damien says in Adam's video, which I think is contentious, is that rhythm is not an identifying feature of music. Well, actually, I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember exactly what he said, but something like that. And I disagree. I think rhythm is really important to the identity of music. Maybe it's a step below pitch relationships, but it is crucial if you want to identify a melody as that melody, I believe. Not just rhythm, but there's all these other factors that come into the identification of a melody as that particular melody. And so in my Happy Birthday, I've changed the rhythms, but I've kept it a lot more similar to the original than I might have. I could have completely messed up the rhythms, and I could have altered the harmonic context even more than I have. I did quite significantly, but I could have changed it more. In other words, in short, I could have preserved the original note selection of Happy Birthday, the melody from Happy Birthday, and made it otherwise unrecognizable. In other words, I've kept more than I needed to. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a bit of fun. I'm not trying to really prove anything. I'm just sort of riffing on Adam's really excellent video. He always does great videos, and it just inspired me to be a bit wacky in order to make a kind of a esoteric point. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.